Hello there, Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 82. I'm going to start out with some garage sale finds. These titles were $1 each. I grabbed what I would consider the companion to this one album out of my personal collection. The In Sound from Way Out. It's electronic pop music of the future, created by Perry Kingsley. The Beastie Boys approximated the jacket, the artwork. There's some great instrumental funk on this release. Just thought these would look cool on a display. There were a couple of sealed titles at the garage sale. It's 80s classic. Miami Sound Machine, Primitive Love. Of course, you have Kunga, Bad Boy, Words Get in the Way. I opened this album, gave it a spin. This is Level 42, Running in the Family. Of course, Lessons in Love was the big hit off of this release. And then wasn't really familiar with this artist. This is Junior. R&B, kind of has a disco, still maybe a disco vibe to it. This is a UK pressing. I was pleasantly surprised. Really enjoy this one. And then this is actually a cassette set. Linda Ronstadt with Nelson Riddle and his orchestra. Around Midnight. Has the original booklet. Just a bunch of beautiful arrangements that really augment Linda's beautiful voice. So a very nice set. Actually have this on CD as well. So those were the dollar finds. Great. I have lots of, and I've said this before, I have lots of record buddies named Steve. So this is from local Steve. He gave me this autographed LL Cool J CD, The Force. So thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate the thoughtful gesture. This was released in 2023. Very, very cool. I don't recall what channel featured this group, but I saw these very clean examples at one of my local shops. They were priced at $5 each. I thought I would just kind of take a chance. A group called Smith, and then Minus Plus. This was excellent. Gail McCormick, she has just a tremendous voice. Beautiful, very powerful, soulful. This is rock with kind of a soul vibe to it. I preferred this album. This is definitely a keeper. I'm still on the fence regarding this title. They do just a great cover of I'll Hold Out My Hand. You have Who Do You Love? Yeah, this is an excellent album. Both of these are like new. Very, very clean. And again, I'm in the process of upgrading titles, titles that have been in my collection for years, titles I play often. I just need to have pristine examples of these classics. First one is by the Cars. Essentially a greatest hits collection. There's not a bad song on this release. In the Shrink with the hype sticker, the original price tag. And again, just the vinyl. Oops, get that in right side up. It's just in perfect shape. Katie Lied by Steely Dan. This is an early pressing. The producer's credit is above the songwriting credits. I concur with what many of you have already expressed. The drums, the cymbals, they are washed out. There's not a lot of definition to the sound. And that's too bad because you have Steve Porcaro, you have Hal Blaine, two phenomenal drummers, very nuanced playing, but you just can't really decipher a lot of their playing because there's not a lot of detail in the sound. And that's not what one would expect from a Steely Dan recording. This was $5 as well. This is some alternative rock from the mid to late 80s. The Altar Boys, Soul Desire. You just don't see these compilations in this condition. And I'm a big fan of this anthology series. And for many of these Motown acts, this is all I really need. And to find such a pristine example is, it's fairly rare nowadays. This was priced at $25. I paid $15. I'm going to continue the trend and try to upgrade the copies that I have for other Motown artists, Stevie Wonder, the Four Tops, etc. This is just filled with classics. You have, of course, Please Mr. Postman, Beechwood, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I'll Keep Holding On. What else? He's a Good Guy. Yes, he is. Let's see. Marionette. The vinyl mirrors the jacket. It's just perfect. Some roots reggae by the Killer Bees. Paid $7 for this album. I pick up these titles for $3 each. The Best of Louie Louie. A bunch of bands covering this classic. You have Black Flag, The Last, the Sonics. Those are my favorites. Of course, you have the Kingsmen, Rice University Marching Band. Let's see, the Sandpipers. We're all over the place. The Sonics. This is still sealed. Silver Cycles, Eddie Harris. And we'll end with a bunch of 7-inch singles. I picked up this set for $1 at the flea market well over a month ago. I've seen the singles before, but I've never seen the jacket. This is Bobby Timmons, 2025 through 2029. It's the serial number. And vinyl, beautiful condition. Of course, on Riverside, you have Bobby Timmons with Blue Mitchell, Soul Time, parts 1 and 2. Again with Blue Mitchell, Stella B, parts 1 and 2. Bobby Timmons, One Mo, parts 1 and 2. Again with Blue Mitchell, So Tired, parts 1 and 2. And then again with Blue Mitchell, Sposen, parts 1 and 2. Excellent pickup. I paid up for this, but well worth it. This was $17. Picked this one up at one of my local shops as well. This is Pharoah Sanders. Beautiful Japanese jacket. Really did a nice job. A real quality affair here. Check out the inner sleeve. Both radio edits. You have Harvest Time and what's on the flip? Love Will Find a Way. Esther Phillips, Don't Feel Rained On, and Release Me. This was $1. classic by Seal, Don't Cry, and Fast Changes. It's on the flip. That's another great song. This is $2. Laverne Baker, I Cried a Tear. Super clean. $4. It's on Ron Records, Little Johnny Taylor, When the Deal Goes Down, and Going to Get It On. This was $2. This was $8. Very nice picture sleeve by the Beach Boys. Why Do Fools Fall in Love, and Fun, Fun, Fun. Capital Swirl. Love this label. It's on the San Francisco label. It's a promo, Tower of Power, sparkling in the sand. Of course, you have a mono and a stereo mix. I never pass up a clean chest single. It's $4. Chuck Berry, School Day. Just in mint condition. Deep feeling. Barbara Ann, Girl Don't Tell Me, of course the Beach Boys. This makes me sad. The last single is by Brian Wilson. It's from the mid to late 80s. Being with the One You Love and Melt Away. If you take the time to read both the production and the songwriting credits, you'll notice that both are credited to a Dr. Eugene E. Landy. Brian was under his care for many years. As many of you know, Brian suffered a host of psychological disorders stemming from his childhood. Just my opinion. Dr. Landy really isolated Brian from a lot of his family, his friends, a lot of his advisors. Obviously, he gained far too much control of Brian's business dealings, Brian's finances, and this is the result. So just a very unfortunate situation for Brian, and Brian really never made it to the other side. He just never came back. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you soon.